a regular man, a normal workday. And then, silence. No calls, no clues. 10 years later, he returned out of nowhere, changed, distant, and without a single memory of where he had been. This is a true story, one that still baffles investigators to this day. It was March 2nd, 2009, in Portland, Oregon. Gabriel Miller, 38 years old, married to Sarah, father of two, worked as an IT technician. He was punctual, reliable, the kind of man who never missed a day at work. That Monday morning, he got up at 6:30 a.m., had breakfast with his wife, kissed her goodbye, and said he might stop at the store after work. Everything seemed completely normal. But at around 11 a.m., Sarah got a call. Gabriel never showed up to work. No texts, no emails. His phone was off. At first, she thought it might be a flat tire or an emergency. But by evening, panic set in. Police were called, and a search began. Traffic cameras showed nothing unusual. His silver Toyota Corolla was never found. No activity on his bank cards or phone. It was as if he had simply vanished. Helicopters, search dogs, and volunteers scoured the nearby forest park. There was nothing. No clothing, no phone, not even tire tracks. Rumors spread. Had he run away? Had he been abducted? But there was no motive, no mental illness, no secret double life. Just an ordinary man who disappeared into thin air. Weeks turned into months. Sarah answered every phone call with hope in her heart. She kept his clothes, his toothbrush, and even his voicemail greeting. Police followed every tip. Sightings in other states. A note mailed anonymously claiming Gabriel had been taken for an experiment. All false leads. His family set up a website, printed flyers, went on local TV. The case gained national attention for a short time, but media interest faded as quickly as it came. In 2012, after 3 years of silence, Sarah filed to have Gabriel declared legally dead. She later said in an interview, "It was the hardest decision I've ever made, but I had to find closure for me and the kids." She moved to Bend, Oregon with her children and started over. Gabriel's case went cold, forgotten by the world, but not by his family. On the evening of May 18th, 2019, someone knocked on Sarah's door. When she opened it, a thin man stood outside, bearded, dirty, barely able to speak. He looked at her and said, I think I'm Gabriel." Sarah froze. The face was older, tired, but familiar. He didn't recognize his children. He didn't know his own birthday. He said he had woken up in the middle of a forest 2 weeks earlier with no idea who or where he was. The police were called. DNA tests confirmed it. This was Gabriel Miller. The media exploded. People were stunned and confused. Gabriel couldn't explain anything. He had no memories of the past 10 years, just flashes, a campfire, a man with a knife, metal walls, cold light. Doctors diagnosed him with dissociative amnesia, a rare condition where trauma erases parts of your memory. But without physical injuries or records, it remained a theory. The question was now louder than ever. Where had Gabriel been for the last 10 years? Gabriel's return sparked worldwide speculation. Theory 1: abduction and experiments. Some believe he was kidnapped, perhaps by a cult or secret group, and used in psychological experiments. His scattered memories of metal rooms and cold lighting added fuel to this idea. Theory 2: he left willingly. Others claim Gabriel may have walked away from his life intentionally, due to burnout, depression, or guilt. But then, why come back? And why fake amnesia? Theory 3: mental breakdown and survival. Some psychologists argue he had a breakdown, lived on the streets or in isolation, and eventually reappeared when he mentally resurfaced. But how did he stay so clean? Where did he sleep? What did he eat? Theory 4. The impossible online forums speculated wildly. Alien abduction, government mind control, time travel. Crazy theories. But no crazier than a man disappearing for 10 years and returning with a blank mind. Gabriel now lives in a private care facility. He's quiet, keeps to himself. He writes in a journal every day, trying to piece together the puzzle of his lost decade. Sarah visits once a year. Their relationship is distant. "He's not the same person," she says, "and I'm not the same woman." His children, now teenagers, are trying to understand. But Gabriel is a stranger to them. What really happened to Gabriel Miller? Was he taken? Did he run? Or did something far stranger take place? One thing is certain. Sometimes, the truth is more terrifying than fiction. Drop your theory in the comments below. And if you want more unsolved mysteries, hit that subscribe button.